My name is Lauren Bailey, and I'm doing video blog for One Digital Identity for Southern New Hampshire University, IDS 4W3-X4198, preparing for the future 17EW4. How does my digital identity differ from my real self? How is it the same? My digital identity differs from my real self because, in honesty, digital platforms are where we post the best pictures and moments in our lives. I do not look like my profile picture every day. It is just unrealistic. My digital identity is a strong, opinionated woman who is very interested in politics. I do not talk as strongly in person as I do online, but I would happily be able to stay on the same topic in real life as I do online. I think the biggest difference in trying to portray an image that you believe others will like is a large part of online profiles. I do believe that my digital identity is also a reflection of my influences from my family and social groups. There is a phenomenon of digital globalization that offers, among other things, a great opportunity for exchange and diffusion, but it does tend to level out differences and conceal particular characteristics of single realities. Johnson, 2008. How does the technology enable you to more fully express a specific dimension of your identity? Technology is a great tool for anyone who is wanting to express themselves, especially on a large platform like social media. If someone is very artistic, they can find many different ways to fully express themselves with other like-minded people who enjoy the same things, either through blogs, social media, Pinterest, etc. Facebook, as an example, allows me to follow political groups, talk with other people about the issues I am curious about, and express myself in a place where others want to actually express themselves, express their views as well. I think for anyone that is wanting to be able to express themselves on a more excelled level, whether through blogs or Facebook or anything related in nature on the internet, they have the access to feel like they can be themselves and talk to other people and really connect with those people and express how they feel and feel safe in that environment. And I think that is a really great way how people can fully express themselves because they feel safe in that particular environment through the like-minded people across the United States as well as across the globe, being able to express how they feel. How does technology govern, influence, or shape your identity? In some instances, there are cases where technology without a doubt influences how we shape our identity. I can be online to order dog food, and by the time I'm done, I've been influenced to look at clothes on JCPenney's instead. By that I mean, I can be online for something completely simple, and somehow it has influenced me to move farther and farther into stuff that has nothing to do with what I originally went online to search for, and that is an advertising ploy, that is a way of the internet thinks what you would possibly like to look at and keeps influencing you to dig deeper and deeper, and I think that is how it influences us and shapes our identity because they realize what we like to search for. It is very easy to become less productive, get off task, and move from original items you were planning on when using internet technology, which I just touched on. This also shapes an environment policy designed to maintain developed characteristics of their surrounding area and urban fabric, placing the onus on recovering and reuse technologies. Johnson, 2008. How is my digital identity a product of the social and technology context I live in? People today not only use the internet more and more to interact with others, they use it to socialize, to generate some lasting relationships, and even to develop a real social virtual life. In online forums, chats, massively multiplayer games, etc., the online identity that people develop represents a critical element of the activities that place in these virtual spaces. I think in context of this that I would relate to Facebook, I relate to Instagram, Snapchat, video game platforms. I think that people create these personas of themselves inside of these virtual lives that they have created. And in some cases, it's people being able to be more than they really comfortably within themselves feel like they can be in real life, which can be a bad and good thing depending on how people grow that idea of themselves. How is my online identity like a performance? And I apologize, my son is still awake and he is mumbling, so I apologize. How is my online identity like a performance? It actually really is a performance. You want others to agree or like what is being portrayed online of that person. This can be pictures, comments, posts on Facebook, or writing in a way to portray others as a form of entertainment. I think what creates that is if you're posting something on Facebook, you don't want to post something that's extremely boring, no one's going to like. So when you're posting something, you want to post something exciting, something that's going to make people laugh, something that's going to intrigue people, because you're trying to get the performance factor from what others think of what you are expressing of yourself. How does my digital identity affect my sense of who I am as a person? I personally go on social media when I'm bored, looking for something to entertain me for a minute, till I find something better to do, but it mainly affects how others look at me. It can affect friendship relationships, it can affect romantic relationships, it can also affect a false sense of importance or entitlement. I don't feel that it really does affect me since a sense of who I am as a person. By that I mean, social media does not say who I am as a person, but what, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I've been sick this week. But when other people look at my social media accounts, they may get a sense of who I am based off of those social media accounts. I will say during the political election, my best friend is non-Republican, she's liberal. And because of all the back and forth with that media, there was a time period where we were not friends on Facebook because I felt like it was unhealthy for us to continue to be friends on Facebook, because we were both being very negative towards each other because we did not disagree politically. Since that has calmed down, we have become friends again on Facebook, and I think that is an exact example of how social media can affect who you are as a person, because it can make you angry, it can make you maybe less of who you realistically are as a person in real life when you're behind that screen. How is my behavior different when you know it's public? My behavior is different because no one can, not only can my friends read and see my digital identity, but also my family can. And that is important because when I post things, I know that my mother and my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, I know everybody, my cousins can see what I am posting. And so I take that in consideration because I would not want to do anything that would portray a false sense of our family when I'm posting things. Also a sense of reserve, not fully express all my views to not offend anyone else. That is true because I do not want to post something that I feel like is going to racially, mentally, any way in that form affect someone else, because I would not want to read the same information that would also make me feel offended. So I try to follow that same guideline when I am on the internet and, on social media. Are my technologies simple tools that I use, or do they somehow help inform who I am as a person? Technologies to me are simply tools that I use, because when I look at technologies, I use them as a tool to find that information. And they do somehow help me as a person, somewhat as me getting that information, but I don't think they shape me as a person, personally. How do I identify, how would my identity be different if we did not have all the technologies we currently have? If all electronics suddenly stopped working, would I change? Would your identity be different, or simply your behaviors? I think this is what a world with less technology, less friendships would be found, relationships would have never happened, and the world overall would be less informed without the current technologies. I would be more active and not saying as much. I would be a more productive person, most likely. And by that I mean we'd be sitting less around technology, we'd be outside doing more because we would physically have to be doing more. I think a lot of relationships wouldn't happen as far as meeting new people in different areas and demographics, and I think that technology is a good thing, but I also think it's a bad thing because it has made us a more weight-driven society, but I also think it's made us a more informed society. So I think there's a plus and minus to having this technology available to us. How would I use the internet? Do I use it to communicate, to gather information, to share and connect? Something else? Mainly I use the internet for all of the related functions that were listed in the question. I use the internet for communicating and sharing and connecting with friends and loved ones. I use the internet to research and gather information. I use the internet to buy things not available in my immediate area. The internet is used for everything for me. I'm in school. I work full time. I have to buy things at certain points in time where I can't get them at the store so easily without having to order them, wait for them to be shipped. So it's faster for me to order online than go to a store and have it shipped to that store. I feel like the internet can be used for anything anybody possibly wants to use, and I feel like I utilize that for what I have available. Do I prefer real-time interactions or do I prefer astronomous? Why? I always prefer real-time interactions because being more personal is always better. I do, however, also like being able to simply text someone a specific thing and not have to stay on the phone for a long period of time and remain productive. I think that it is really great to be one-on-one with people. I do have an avatar. Do I have an avatar? If so, with characteristic or quality, does it embody? Why would I select a specific quality representing myself? I used to have an avatar when I still play video games. My avatar was simple but cute, average clothes, like a t-shirt and shorts, had mid-length curly hair, had a basketball as my prop, and had brown eyes. I actually tried to portray myself, where I think some maybe portray more than what they truly are as a person. I think that is a good and bad thing, but there is the thought that people are fakely advertised on social media to either gain more attention or be more than they are in real life. This is my video blog for one. Thank you.